home of the NBA Finals.
Toes, Green and Horford on the front. SGA along with Cates and Wallace. Green will bring it across to the corner of Santos. They fake their split cut action. And it's picked off by Lou Dort. Jalen Williams with the DHO to Wallace. He's been looking to score more as
heard you bragging on him, Jonesy.
Here's Podziemski coming off a big night in Houston several nights ago. Lines up the three. And here's Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander, an improved three-point shooter, misfiring this time. And here comes Pat Spencer. Out of Northwestern, undrafted back in 2020. Quick three by Podziemski.
He's not bashful, and he realizes he's got to be, if not the main, one of the top two scorers.
Shooting 37% from deep. Here's Dort. OKC playing 4-on-3 on the back end. And there's the cash out.
They double team, left a really good shooter wide open in the left corner.
Coach Daigneault has talked about Gilgeous-Alexander's improved playmaking, moving the ball well on that last sequence. Here's Green from downtown, rattles home.
Same thing, looking, are we matched up? There's 5 of them and 5 of us. How are these guys so open?
This is still the #1 defense in the NBA. Gilgeous-Alexander off the window. There's Guy Santos, signed a standard contract just
forwards in the entire NBA.
Draymond with a daunting assignment against Gilgeous-Alexander, who missed that time. They got the stop, and here's Podziemski. He's already fired twice. Podziemski had 26 in that Houston game. Here's Spencer. Horford posting up. They go cross court on the skip pass, and Green says, I may not be on the scouting report, but have a look over here.
You had better.
Not from deep anyway. OKC up by 2. Great anticipation by Podziemski. Comes along with a little room service.
Before it happens.
But PG, you think back to the time when we watched him struggle in his rookie summer league. What a different player he is now. Hits Horford in rhythm from deep. And you left that on the front rim. Lou Dort brings it across with some pace. Crosses on Santos. Boy, he made a lot of space, but couldn't connect.
Guy Santos did a decent job staying in front of Lou Dort, at least forced him to take the step back J.
Horford. Podziemski is third three on the way, and quickly 0 for 3 from deep.
Will not bother him in the least.
No. Hey, there's some available shots without Steph Curry out there. That's going to be a foul against the Knicks. Did not register a field goal. An injury. Chet Holmgren out tonight. He woke up sick.
Team games, Mark Daigneault plugs in other guys, and it really helps them when they get into the playoffs. He talked about having that diversity and being able to push a lot of buttons when it comes to playoff time.
Gary Payton II comes into the ball game. Spencer out top. Into the corner, Green, another three. Finally missing from deep. Here comes Gilgeous-Alexander. He scored 20 or more points in 126 consecutive games. That's...
J-Lo wanted a 4-point play.
Spencer into Horford. Going to try and walk down Dort. No double team coming. Cryer, one more to Payton II. There's the split action. Cryer, who was huge in Houston, hit a big 3 in overtime in that win and knocks down his first pull here.
LJ Cryer played really well in that impressive Golden State win.
His first significant action of the year with the big team, the Warriors, and Lou Dort rattle home a 3. Dort's three-point shooting percentage down a little bit this year. About 4%. Here's Payton. Here's Cryer off the Horford screen. Shot clock at 8. Payton misfires. One and done for the Warriors.
It's 9 3-point attempts already for Golden State.
They are first in the NBA in three-point field goal attempts.
Very well.
He'll get to the free throw line a lot, if for not nothing, to the Atlanta Hawks. He'd only played a handful of games with Atlanta.
You forget the impact he has on a game. Stretching the floor, protecting the rim. He does so many things on the floor for a big man.
Slips out on the pick and pop. Off the mark for three, and Williams clears for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander out to Dort, made his last three. Podziemski runs him off the three-point line, out to Williams. And Payton with the board. Steve Kerr talked about Porzingis' ability to provide points and shots in the mid-post. We'll see how much we get here in his first stint. He won't get it, PJ, if they turn the ball over like that.
Oh, well, he's not going to get it going into Jay Will's stomach. Jay Will did.
And how fatigued he gets as he works himself back into the lineup. Mark, PJ?
Yeah, it's very puzzling. It goes back to his time in Boston, and then he came off a very prodigious Eurobasket tournament as
KC.
Going to see if that forces Steve Kerr's hand a little bit at some point. Podziemski, Cryer, let's fly with another three. That one left on the front rim. Payton with an impressive rebound. Dort on Podziemski. Nice dime inside to Payton for the...
Who created that with the offensive rebound. Both of these teams have a problem keeping their opponents off the offensive boards.
Jared McCain into the ball game. Came to OKC from Philadelphia in that trade. Williams misfiring, and here comes the Warriors. Golden State has already taken 11 three-point shots here in the first quarter.
You said it, Jonesy. They take more than 45 a game.
His teammate Santos with the ball out top. Shot clock down to 2. Got to get busy. On the 9-1-1, no good, but another chance. Santos from the baseline. Well, Golden State had two pretty good looks. Wiggins in the front court.
Well, that's a focus for sure to get on the offensive glass, particularly against OKC.
Here's Wallace. Got inside the paint, and a nice left.
Protection so far, and KP is out trying to guard on the perimeter, so the interior is wide open.
Jason Wallace had his best scoring month as a Thunder player. Porzingis had it partially knocked away by Dort. Payton back out. Podziemski now, and he gets the floater to go.
Wasn't a conventional offensive rebound, but that missed shot yielded a rebound, and there's 2 more points.
Off the flare, Williams. Jared McCain from the corner. Jared McCain has had somewhat of a seamless assimilation of the Thunder squad.
He has made a real impact here in Oklahoma.
Scores the ball pretty well. Here's Payton trying to score, and does from points. 4 of 14 from downtown. Nice slip on the screen by Wiggins. Couldn't convert. There's a little rim resistance.
Yeah, no, that was a good help there by Dos Santos.
Payton, almost selfless.
90-something, I'm not sure exactly what, but
Knocks down the second. Thunder up by 6. Here's Santos. Porzingis still in the ball game, gets a touch here, way out on the perimeter. Williams right into him. Porzingis sets the screen. Podziemski takes out his do-it-yourself kit and couldn't connect. Tip up and in by Santos.
Offensive glass, that's 4 offensive rebounds already, yielded 6 points.
Here's Jared McCain, former first-round pick out of Duke. Nice cut by Wiggins. Good contest on the verticality. They get the stop. Here's Santos. Porzingis made a nice.
As good as they should be keeping people off that glass.
Okay. Is that a nitpick, PJ?
It's a little bit of a stretch, but Golden State has to find ways to manufacture points with no Jimmy Butler and no Steph Curry.
Daunting task. McCain from deep, ring it up. Last year, Bobby Jackson, now with the Sacramento Kings, said that he might have been their best player in training camp as a rookie last year with the Sixers. Adding to the mix here, Williams missing inside.
Got to finish that, Nate.
And here's McCain again. Walks into the 3-ball butter.
Fit in better, get to restart all over.
Feels like they found another one to me, PJ.
Yeah, you're 100% right. You got to give Sam Presti credit.
Inside, Horford with a slick move.